2014 Nissan Maxima. It's 3.5. Do the brake pads. We already did the rotor. Now that I finally have the pads, so I'm about to drill and slide it. And on both sides, now we're about to do the pads. All right, now right here, you can turn the wheel to the right and get more access up in there. We're gonna see what we can do with it right here. I like to ensure the best job I can get. So let's say if you just want to butterfly it, then you're just gonna take off this top over here. But just in case, you're gonna have to go ahead and take off the bottom one as well and remove the whole caliper. We won't have to worry about the bracket. All right, and that's a 14 up top and on bottom. Gonna break the top. Left it loosey, so if we was doing it like that and turning it left it loosey, it would be going that way. So we're going, and just like a sway bar end link, this side right here can spin, and you might have to hold it with a wrench on it. But usually these are pretty easy. You can get them going before it gets like that. Now we're gonna do the bottom. Best energy to me is getting something at 3 o'clock. If I'm going this way, I like to get it right here so I can go down. All right, pause. So you can try to butterfly on some models, and you might be able to get the brake out. But let's say if it stopped right here, we can't get the pad out. So that's why we always leave room to take off that bottom as well. So let's take off the bottom as well. And then you can move the whole caliper. Might have to put a prop bar in there, a flat head. Alright. So get these old pads out the way, the old hardware. They're not that gone. They're about 50%, about half gone, but they are bad quality because they've been leaving skid marks on the new rotor just like how they was doing on the old rotor. And we don't want to mess up this new OEM drill slot. So we get some new, better quality pads. Well, this part comparison, you're not really looking at much because we're not changing it from thickness. We're changing it from just the quality that was used. And like I say, about 40%. So I was close. So yeah, gonna be brand new. This is the part number. We're gonna get our brake lubricant applied to the proper areas. This is not a motor mechanic part. I do not recommend them. They didn't come with any hardware. They didn't come with none of that. So I'm glad we can reuse these, but at the same time, I don't like when they do that. Alright. And just look at the shape of the rotor. It's squeezing down on the rotor to stop it. So just look at the shape of it, and that's how you put it on. Put it up to it like that. Alright. Now if that's in your mind's eye, I like to go on the bottom and then make my way to the top. But regardless if you stop top to bottom, just get it on the edge, what at least is possible, and go to the other side. Sometimes you got to get a flat head and pin that down so that this will slide in. But it's pretty easy. You got good hardware, nice and fit, firm. It'll just slide straight on. Just pat that baby down. Let's see. So I'm gonna push that up and go down here. Like that. Anybody can do it. Let's compress our piston. You have to have a way to squeeze this whole ring in. So we're gonna use this to control the force of energy going that way. Something for our C-clamp. Right now, we got our Pittsburgh quick release clamp. Saves time. And we're gonna turn this around some. The brake line won't be stressed like that. There we go. Now that feels a lot better. All right, caliper is good. All right, she is all the way flush. So now it'll be able to fit onto our new pads. Make sure that brake line look like it's making the most sense and the most comfortable. And with a compressed piston, that baby should slide straight on. Sometimes you gotta squeeze these ears in at the top and bottom. There we go. And we're gonna start that 14 millimeter. Get up and down that side. Yeah. It's not lining up, just push that ear in and get that baby through. All right, tighten these up. And that in a nutshell is your brake job. Six is we're gonna get the owner, or in this situation, my wife, to press the brake pedal until firm and hard, so you can get as much air up out of there as you can from this situation, and AKA make sure you have brakes. Alright, let's get her to go do that. I'm gonna turn the engine on, its on position, then press the brakes.
You'll press it one time?
Yeah. Make the transformer come on. Hit it again. There we go. Keep pressing it. There we go. Yeah. Alright. You can see that squeeze real nice and tight. Heard it. We don't have no more air up in there. We're good. Put the tire back on. On the mechanic. And we use the 3/4 for that. For the lock key and for the lug nuts.